परया च भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो नावेक्षिता समुचितः क्षपितुं मदर्थे। शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो नावेक्षिता समुचितः मदर्थे। मान देह शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो यो हि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो। कोल्ड समुचिता क्षपितुं मदर्थे। कर्दम उवाच तुष्टोऽहमद्य तव मानविमानदाय शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो नावेक्षिता समुचिता क्षपितुं मदर्थे। कर्दम उवाच दुष्टोऽहमद्य तव मानविमानदाय शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो नावेक्षिता समुचिता क्षपितुं मदर्थे। माता जी कर्दम उवाच तुष्टोऽहमध्यममानविमानदाय भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो नावेक्षिता समुचिता क्षपितुं मदर्थे। कर्दम उवाच तुष्टोऽहमद्य तव मानविमानदाय शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो देहि नामयमतीव सुहृच्छ देहो नावेक्षिता समुचिता क्षपितुं मदर्थे। कर्दम उवाच The great sage Kardama said, Tushtaha, pleased, Aham, I am, Adya, today, Tava, with you, Manavi, O daughter of Manu, Manadayaha, who are respectful, Shushrushaya, by the service, Paramaya, most excellent, Paraya, highest, Cha, and Bhaktya, by the devotion, Yaha, that which, Dehinam, to the embodied, I am this, Ativa, extremely, Surhut, dear, Saha, that, Deha, body, Na, not, Avekshitaha, taken care of, Samuchitaha, properly, Chapitum, to expend, Madarthe, on my account. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kardama Muni said, O respectful daughter of Swayambhu Manu, today I am very much pleased with you for your great devotion and most excellent loving service. Since the body is so dear to embodied beings, I am astonished to see that you have neglected your own body to use it on my behalf. Purport. It is indicated here that one's body is very dear, yet Devotee was so faithful to her husband that not only did she serve him with great devotion, service and respect, but she did not even care for her own health. This is called selfless service. It appears that Devotee had no sense pleasure, even with her husband. Otherwise, she would not have deteriorated in health. Acting to facilitate Kardama Muni's engagement in spiritual elevation, she continually assisted, not caring for bodily comfort. It is the duty of a faithful and chaste wife to help her husband in every respect, especially when the husband is engaged in Krishna consciousness. In this case, Jai Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki Jai, Gaur Giryordhan ki Jai, Gaurahar ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In this case, the husband also amply rewarded the wife. This is not to be expected by a woman who is wife of an ordinary person. Om Ajnanati Mirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chachurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. This is prayer for whom? Rupa Goswami. This is prayer for Rupa Goswami. Vandeham, this prayer is for all the Guru Parampara. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Rahegana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vachachya Deshatarni Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakti Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakhyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. This is mantra for Panchatattva prayer. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Yam Pravajantamanapetamapeta Kricham Dvaipayano Virakatura Mahajuhava Treti Tanmayataya Taravo Vinetu Pansarvabhuta Hridayam Manimanatosmi Sukati Goswami. Hare Krishna. The continuation, we all know. Just after the marriage, Kardama Maharshi went in tapasya, austerities, he went in trance. Trance is not 1 hour, 2 hours. Once goes in trance, they don't know the time. He opened the eyes after many days and months and years also. Just like Lord Shiva, once he closed the eyes, nobody knows how many thousand years it takes to open his eyes. It's the time is a relative time, we have to always remember it is. 1,000 years on the earth planet is how many hours in Brahma? In Brahma planet, 1 second is equivalent to 10,000 years on the earth planet. Okay. You just divide it 4.32 billion years with the day, 4.32 billion years night. 8.464 billion years divided by 24, you do it. Whatever the time comes, that is all. Time is relative, not absolute. Absolute time only in the spiritual world. Material world, there is nothing absolute, anything at all. Everything in relative. Okay. Many times I said, now what is the time? 8 o'clock. What is the time? It's relative time with reference to GMT. In the world, all the timing taken with reference to GMT. When if you know somebody in the airport working the ATC, air traffic controller, they write the log. They don't use the SA time or Indian time. They write always GMT time. That is the investigation goes on. If anything happens to aircraft, accident something, international community to check it, ICAO, they will check that timing, not GMT time they check, not in the country time. Okay. So everything in the material world is a relative time, nothing is permanent. Okay. So, like what is the height of Durban? How many feet height? Height is taken with reference to sea level. You could be maybe 40 or 50 feet height, not much, is it? But you go to Malawi, it will be very high, is it? Maybe 1,000 or 2,000 feet or even more. Okay. Everything in the material world is relative. Okay. So, Kardama Maharshi went on the austerities, tapasya, he was in trance. And the Vedic system is that unless husband eats food, wife cannot eat. That is the rule. In the early days of this Kali Yuga also we used to see, the husband gone out some village, if he says that I will come back, and wife will be waiting to eat. Only when he comes, he eats, then she will eat. It is Satya Yuga, this pastime is related to the Satya Yuga, beginning of the present creation. So, Kardama Maharshi was in trance, so his wife Devavati, being a chaste lady, she also maintaining that austerities and always serving her husband for all the comforts, ignoring her own bodily comfort. Here, say that everyone, Kardama Maharshi, after many decades when he came out of the trance, then he saw his wife that so completely not taking care of her body, became very weak. Even beautiful body become completely dusty it is, not taking bath, anything. So he was very pleased. To stay, in English given, pleased. Okay. To stay not only material pleasing, but it's internal also it is. Prahlad Maharaj said, Tushte cha tatra ke malabhyam anantamajye. When Lord Krishna is pleased with our devotional service, that pleasing is through the heart it is, Atma. So, Atma and Paramatma. So, when Kardamar says that I am very much pleased your austerities. Swayambhu Manu, daughter, I am very much pleased with your great devotion and most exalted loving service. Such a loving service, oh, not as a duty. One is that I am a wife, I have to serve, it is my duty. Other is love with a love. Serving with a love is different, serving with a duty different, is it? Suppose we come to Mangalarti. Oh, today I got duty in the temple Mangalarti, morning service I have to go. When we come to service as a duty, I was told to do kirtan, I have to only kirtan, nothing else. You can see some temple. Some brahmacharis, when they come in the temple, you have to do arati only. After arati, nothing to do with that other activity. I can sleep, I can sit, but I will not cut the fruits for the Lordship, no. Because I am that is duty. But if you love Krishna, Radha now, you arati, after that immediately come, okay, let me wash the pots, let me prepare the bhoga for the Lord, let me help Mataji in cooking. That is out of the law. When there is a love, you don't look for the duty, you go beyond that one. Only mood is that how I can make Lord happy. Here also, as a wife is supposed to perform all the service to husband, but still, out of love, she was going beyond that service duty. That's why it's written providence. Simply, since the body is so dear to embodied beings, I am astonished that you have neglected your own body. You have not taken care of your body. We will talk very brief. Today, Madhavendra Puri appearance, we will talk about little bit, a few minutes. And Radha Raman, their Lordship Radha Raman appeared in Vrindavan, that also we have to talk. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes that it is indicated that one's body is very dear, yet devotee was so faithful to her husband that not only did she serve him with great devotion, service and respect, but she did not even care for her own health. That is called selfless service. It appears that devotee had no sense, pleasure, even with her husband. Because he is performing austerities, she never tried to convince her husband for the sense pleasure. Whatever the desire of her husband, just she wanted for. Because she knows that he is a great sage. Such a elevated sage that Lord Narayan has to come to him. And Lord Narayan himself told that, I selected a wife for you. How great could be that, you can just imagine. And also said, I will appear as your son. Such elevated souls. So devotee knows greatness of her husband. If she doesn't want to disturb, that is the duty of a wife. Wife should not disturb the husband, but should always assist in her activities, especially in related to dharma. That's why it's called dharma patni. It appears that Devavati, when you take the vow for the marriage, the one word comes, Sahadharmacharin, she will follow you for all the dharma. Acting to facilitate Kardam Muni's engagement in spiritual elevation, she continually assisted him, not eating for bodily comfort. It is the duty of faithful and chaste wife to help her husband in every respect, especially when the husband is engaged in Krishna consciousness. When a husband is performing the service or austerities for the pleasure of the Lord, wife must always help. By helping, so what? Automatically, though she is not performing austerities, she will get the 50% result. What else you need it? Without doing anything, you get the 50%. In this case, The husband also amply rewarded the wife. How he rewarded, we will see next time. Next verse comes. This is not to be expected by woman who is the wife of an ordinary person. Okay. Means the ordinary person, woman, she may not be so submissive to the husband. Sometimes she, oh, how can I stay without eating for 1 week, 1 month? No, I will eat. Let him not eat. But she is a chaste lady. She has self-control. She performs all the duties required to please her husband and perform the austerities. Okay. So we'll discuss further. Today is appearance day of Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri teachings. Madhavendra Puri can say the base founder for the both our Sankirtana movement. Madhavendra Puri is highly regarded by the Vallabha Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Guru Vallabhacharya. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will come across the discussion about Vallabha Bhatta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was in Varanasi, Vallabha Bhatta met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, took him into the village also for prasadam. Nicely explained these pastimes. That Vallabha Bhatta is none but Vallabhacharya later. Like for us, Gaudiya Sampradaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the founder for the Gaudiya Sampradaya. In the same way, for the Rudra Sampradaya, which is known as the Pushti Marga, you will find very few people in Gujarat, mostly Pushti Marga, and Vrindavan, very few people you will find Pushti Marga. Other places you don't find. Pushti Marga, they don't worship Radharani. They worship Kalindi. They worship Krishna, little Krishna, baby Krishna. Pushti means little Krishna, you are feeding him to become strong, is it? They worship Bala Krishna, baby Krishna. They don't worship big Krishna. So, but he is highly regarded by both. Vallabha Sampradaya also, they say that is our Acharya. And Gaudiya Sampradaya also say, no, he is our Acharya. Just like Haribhakta Vilas written by whom? Who wrote Haribhakti Vilas? Sanatana Goswami. But the Gopal Bhatta Goswami followers say, no, it is written by Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Originally it is written by Sanatana Goswami. When Gopala Bhatta Goswami at the age of 30, after his parents left body, and because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went on tour to South India, he was less than 10 years old boy. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eating used to sit in the front and serve him. And 4 months when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was reciting Bhagavad Katha, he used to hear, he used to serve he liked to serve Mahaprabhu, though he is not disciple. Gopala Bhatta Goswami is disciple of whose? His uncle. What is the name? His uncle? Prabodhananda. Is Prabodhananda Prabhu. Okay. So he is disciple of his uncle. But he liked Mahaprabhu so much. When Mahaprabhu started living Srirangam, then the boy also said, no, I also go with Mahaprabhu. And father can't say anything what to say, no or yes. Because father also liked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he loved him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, your parents are there, you are only one son. You serve them, when they leave the body, both of them, then you can come to me. So when both mother and father left the body, then he left for Vrindavan. And when he reached Vrindavan, and Sanatana Goswami wrote a letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that Gopala Bhatta has arrived. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy. He sent his Kopin and Gunjimala as a gift to Gopala Bhatta Goswami and wrote a letter and told Sanatana Goswami, he is like your son, you must take care of him. Yeah, that is very true. He was younger than his son. So Sanatana Goswami always treated him as like a son only, in that affection. So out of affection, though he wrote Haribhakti Vilas, he dedicated to give in the name of Gopala Bhatta Goswami. So that is how Gopala Bhatta Goswami followers, they say that Haribhakta Vilas is written by them. But Gaudiya Sampradaya, they say no, it is written by Sanatana Goswami. Both are correct. So similarly, Madhavendra Puri is appreciated and accepted the Acharya for the both Sampradaya, Vallabha Sampradaya, which is also Rudra Sampradaya. Who is the Acharya of Rudra Sampradaya? Vishnu Swami. 4 Sampradayas we have to know. We are Lord Vaishnavas. Brahma Sampradaya Acharya is Madhva Acharya. Sri Sampradaya Acharya is Sri Ramanuja Acharya. Rudra Sampradaya Acharya is who? Vishnu Swami, just I said. Huh? Who? Rudra Sampradaya. By Vishnu Swami. And Kumar Sampradaya Acharya is Nimbarka Acharya. Okay. So these 4 are the Vaishnava Sampradayas. Within the Sampradayas, sub-Sampradayas are there. Like that, like Sri Sampradaya, you will find a big tilak. Sometimes they find red small lines, big line. Ramananda Sampradaya. Out of all the Sampradayas, Sri Sampradaya is the biggest one. Among the, within that subsect, Ramananda Sampradaya is the biggest one. If you go to Kumbh Mela, you can see. Or if there are 100 Vaishnavas assembled for the Kumbh Mela, 70 will be from the Sri Sampradaya and Ramananda Sampradaya. Okay. So, Madhavendra Puri is the disciple of Lakshmipati Tirtha, from the Udupi, the Madhva Sampradaya. Okay. Though we all say Madhva Sampradaya, we don't follow Madhva Sampradaya. Neither our Tilak is Madhva Sampradaya. Madhva Sampradaya Tilak is red line, small red line, no this Chandan. Okay. And they don't worship Radharani, Madhva Sampradaya. How many have gone to Udupi? Not gone. You must go to Udupi. Whenever you go to India, go there. Nice, very. That's our headquarters for the Gaudiya Madhva Sampradaya. So they worship Balakrishna, not big Krishna. Okay. Only Krishna, they don't worship Radharani. So Lakshmipati is from the Madhva Sampradaya, is disciple of, Lakshmipati, Madhavendra Puri, disciple of Lakshmipati, is the fountainhead of the devotional service. What we do, he is the one who started worshipping Radharani, and in the founder of the Sankirtan movement also it is said. Though we take it, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started, but the Sankirtan movement started by Madhavendra Puri. His disciple is Ishwar Puri. Ishwar Puri disciple is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Advaita Acharya is also disciple of Madhavendra Puri. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to give highest regard, respect to Advaita Acharya. But Advaita Acharya used to feel very bad. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, how can he give me with high regard? He never chastised me, he chastised others, everyone very heavily, but never chastised. When even, that's why he wanted to be chastised by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So once Advaita Acharya started the Mayavadi philosophy, when he started talking the Mayavadi philosophy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very angry and he started beating on his back very heavily. After that, Advaita Acharya started dancing. At least today I got mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, he was basically, he performed most of the bhakti in Vrindavan and Orissa, originally from Orissa. One day he was sitting in Govardhan on the lake, Govinda Kund. Long story, I will concise it. A little boy came, beautiful, handsome boy came with a pot of milk. Baba, take this milk. Baba said, how do you know that I'm hungry? No, in our village everybody know. In our village, anyone coming, they cannot go hungry. My mother came here to fetch water from Govinda Kund. He saw you only chanting, you are not eaten anything. So my mother sent me the pot of cow milk, please take it. I will come and collect the pot. it child ran away. When he drank the milk, came into ecstasy. And he was searching the boy and he couldn't find it. Okay, child, he will come later. In the night when he was sleeping, the same boy came in the dream, said, at that particular place, I am under the bush. I am suffering with the excessive heat. Because of the Muslims, they hide me in there. Please come and take me out. So immediately next day morning, Madhavendra Puri collected all the people from village. They all know Madhavendra Puri, those days was very famous as the highest great Vaishnava. Took the people, they started digging the place, and finally they found beautiful deity Gopal. He took him on the top of the Govardhan mountain. There were no temple those days. Villagers, then they saw Gopal, everybody was in ecstasy. Brajavasi naturally, Hari Krishna Bhakti is natural in their heart. When we used to go on Brajamandal Parikrama, we used to see little boy also, when they see us mocking, Radhe Radhe, they call. Even it may not be knowing able to talk properly, but say Radhe Radhe. Comes. Every Brajavasi is, Radhe is the common, Krishna is common. If you say Krishna, oh, Krishna is God for you, not for us. He is our boy. But they give more respect to Radha. Sriji, they don't. Okay. They all came, assisted, they took Gopal. Then villagers took a flat slab of the stone and put it. And they made the Gopal deity seated. Behind also there one Chaitanya Charitamrita nicely explained this. So they put another slab to stand behind it as back door. Two slabs put on the side. The temporary temple became. And they celebrated, started initiate installation ceremony done by Madhavendra Puri himself. Suddenly Brahmins came to know that Madhavendra Puri doing Pran Pratishtha of the deity Gopal. He given the name Gopal. They also came and paid obeisance. We want to serve Gopal. Then they initiated into worship. They were worshipping. And worship went for more than a month. Every day, one businessman from the nearby village comes. Today, from my side, you offer the prayers to the Lord. So for more than a month, there was a great celebration of the installation of Gopala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to Govardhan, he saw that Gopal is there. I want to see, but I can't climb Govardhan. Why? Because Krishna was climbing, was playing. How can I put my feet on the stone where Krishna was standing? No, he can do. That's why we don't climb Govardhan. Those days it was not like that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought that I can't see. Okay, I am not fortunate to see Gopala. So Gopal understanding that suddenly there was a rumor that Aurangzeb Mughal army, Muslims are coming to destroy the temple. Some of the villagers suddenly went up, took the Gopal deity, had in the house. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had darshan of Gopal. Okay. Later it was shifted back to the Govardhan. The same deity that was moved during Aurangzeb. Muslims, wherever they used to see temple, destroyed. So they moved the temple, Gopal deity. Now in Rajasthan, Udaipur, it is known as a Srimad. Okay. The number of people visiting every day is the biggest. First comes in the range Tirupati Balaji temple, more than 50-55,000 visit every day. Second is the Srinath temple. Okay. In Rajasthan it is. So one day Gopal came into dream, said that too hot for me. Can you go to Orissa, Jagannath Puri, bring the fine quality of chandan wood. If you apply chandan paste to me, I will feel comfortable. He came in dream and Lord himself telling, Madhavendra Puri started walking, no buses, no those days, walking, came to Remuna. It is about 150 or 200 kilometers from Jagannath Puri. There he stayed for he was there evening. There was Gopinath temple is there, still it is there, the same deity. Evening time they were preparing kheer for the offering to the Lord, evening prasadam. So the fragrance was so nice. Madhavendra Puri was thinking that, oh, they are preparing kheer so nice for the Lordship. If I know how they are preparing, I can also offer to the Lord. I should taste little bit so that I can also prepare, offer to my Gopal. Then he immediately thought, oh, how can I think like that one? They are preparing, how can I think that I can taste it? I committed an offense against lotus feet of Gopinath. In the night only left that place and went to nearby village. In the night here after offering kheer, Shayanarati, Pujari gave rest to the Lord, and he was sleeping. Lord came into dream, Gopinath came into dream of Pujari, said, hey, get up, I have hid a cup of kheer behind my dhoti. Pujari said, no Lord, I took all the pots. Yes, you took it, one pot I hid it. Madhavendra Puri want to test it. Take that pot of kheer, and Madhavendra Puri sitting at that place in that village, go and give it to him. And disappeared. In the morning, early in the morning, Pujari got up. I said, thought, how it is possible? I took all the pots and washed it. He went and saw behind the dhoti of Gopinath, the pot of the kheer was there. He took, after completing the worship, he took the kheer, went to the village where Lord said that at the bank of that pond he was sitting. He asked, who is Madhavendra Puri? Gopinath sent the kheer for him. So everybody was surprised. Who? Madhavendra Puri said, I am Gopinath, I am Madhavendra Puri. So see, you are so fortunate. Supreme Lord Gopinath himself came in my dream and gave this kheer for you to eat. So friends, from that time the Gopinath name became Kheer Chor Gopinath. It is Bengali Sauriya they call kheer, it's original chira. Milk preparation, that's why it is chira. But the chi they call Bengali and Orissa kheer. Just like we say Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, is it? Bengalis and Orissa say Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. It is language. So from that time onwards, Kheer Chor Gopinath. Chor means theft. The one Gopinath who steal the kheer for Madhavendra Puri. So from there he went to Puri. He collected, when the king of the Puri came to know that Madhavendra Puri came to Jagannath Puri. He was very happy. Personally went to serve him, receive him, made all arrangement, and he wanted the fine quality of the sandalwood for the Gopal. King given bundle of sandalwood wood sticks, and he also given 2 servant Brahmins to carry them to Vrindavan. While he was coming back, when he came to Ramuna, that Kheer Chor Gopinath temple, still it is there, the temple is there. Previously there were no guest house, but now for the last 5 years they made about 8 rooms guest house. If you happen to go there, you can stay. You have to get up from the Balasur railway station. You have to take a rickshaw to go to Ramuna. Very nice small temple. Samadhi and his sandals, slippers used by Madhavendra Puri, still you can see there. When he came back, he was going back to Vrindavan. There Gopal came to him in dream, said, look, there is no difference between me and Gopinath. Give this all sandalwood to Gopinath so that they can apply sandal to him, then I will also become cool. So there he handed over. He was surprised. From that time, Madhavendra Puri made Ramuna as his headquarters. Okay. Time to time he used to go to Vrindavan, but he stayed all the time in Ramuna, which is in Orissa. That's why he made 2 headquarters. One is Vrindavan and Orissa also. This is more in brief. Radha Raman, the temple also, after performing the Narsimha Chaturdashi, very wonderfully celebrated in Vrindavan by Gopal Bhatta Goswami and all the Goswamis. During the daytime, one businessman from Rajasthan, he came with a jewelry, not the imitated gold nowadays, it's pure gold, jewelry and fine clothes, rashmi, silken clothes, and given to Gopal Bhatta, said, please use in the service of the Lord. Gopal Bhatta Goswami said, I got only Saligrama. How he got Saligrama? Once he went to Gandaki River, Mukti Dham, it know, in Nepal. If you get the opportunity, you should go to visit it. It is said that Skanda Puran nicely mentioned, Padma Puran also mentioned, anyone visiting Mukti Dham, they will get the Mukti means level, they will guarantee reservation confirmed, going back to spiritual world. So he went to Mukti Dham, he was taken bath in the Gandaki River. Gandaki River, one of the branch of original Ganga. Okay. When Ganges came from the head of Lord Shiva, you all know the story how Lord Shiva has to stop it. It divided into 6 branches. Some places written 10 branches. 3 branches now in India, 4th branch in the river. It used to be in India, now in Pakistan. One of the branches Gandaki River also. Okay. So he took bath, and after that meditated. He wanted to take water, Gandaki River water in a Kamandal water pot. When he was filling the water, Saligrama Sila started entering the pot. You get the Saligrama Sila only in that place, not any other place. Whatever Saligrama Sila you get in that particular place, Gandaki River, in the Muktinath only. Gandaki River flowing in other places you don't get. Only Muktinath that you get it. So you said, why is the Sila coming? He put back all in the river, again filled the water, again came, when third time also came, 12 Silas came, thought that maybe a lordship. Saligrama Shila is not different from Lord Narayan. Okay. As we worship the deity, the same way one can worship the Saligrama Shila also, same benefit is there. So again it came, he thought that, okay, Lord want to bless me. He brought the 12 Saligram Shila, he used to worship one. So on evening, while sleeping, he thought that, oh, I don't have the deity. If I also had nice deity of Krishna, I could also use this ornaments and clothes to decorate him to serve the Lordship. He slept. In the morning, Brahmamurta got up, he went to Yamuna River to take bath. When he came back, he wanted inside the temple to wake up the Lord. When he took out the cloth, he used to keep all this Saligrama Sila in a basket. So when he took out the cloth, he found a deity of Krishna in the Tribhanga. Krishna never stands straight. Have you seen Krishna? Always teda mera, zigzag like. Tribhanga it is called. Okay. So he found a beautiful deity, so beautiful. The flute ends are in the hands like this one. When he saw, where did he come? He counted the Saligram Shila. Only 11 Shilas left. 12th one of the Shila, known as Damodar Shila. There are different Shilas. Like yesterday we are doing the Abhishek for the Narsimha Shila, that is Narsimha Shila. Each Shila got different markings naturally, not done by any artist. Naturally it comes up there. So that is known as Damodar Shila, transformed itself as a Radharama. The name is given by Gopal Bhatta, having seen the beautiful form of the Lordship, Radharama. When the Mughals attacked and destroyed all the temple, only Radharaman temple was saved, because it doesn't look like the temple. Even if you go now, it is inside the house. From outside doesn't look like a temple only. So that is how soldiers, Muslim soldiers thought that, oh, it is the house, they ignored it. That is the only original temple, original deity in Vrindavan, remaining all Pratibhu, not the original deities. So then from then onwards, so next day after Narsimha Chaturdasi is the day of appearance of Radharaman. If you happen to go there in Vrindavan on this day, you must visit Radharaman temple. You can see how greatly they do the celebration of appearance of Radharaman. The one pujari, they got all the Goswamis, many Goswamis. 1 year, one Goswami take the responsibility to perform the worship of Radharama, family by it. Okay. So these are two in brief about the pastimes of the appearance of Radharaman and Madhavendra Puri. We stop here. Any question? Mahaprabhu told Gopal Bhatta, yeah, it's not no relation. Because age-wise, Sanatana Goswami was very elderly. And he was just 30 years old, young man. In that way, he had affection. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specially told him that I am giving Gopal Bhatta under your care. Take care of him. So Mahaprabhu's instruction, as if otherwise also, yeah, because he knows that Chaitanya, how lovely served Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was just a little boy, less than 10 years old. No, not. But see, in the tradition, if you get a boy 4 years, 5 years, okay, then you can keep on that. Not this young, 30 years old. It shows the affection as you look after your son. The same affection is shown to Gopala Gopal. Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai, Madhavendra